Carl Hooper, Brian Lara, two names carved into cricketing legend, but now they dominate a far more elite battlefield. Private jets, Spanish villas, designer suits stitched in silence, hidden fortunes and public empires. This isn't just about who ruled the pitch. This is a full-blown war of lifestyles, wealth and legacy. One moves like a silent tycoon in wine-scented corridors of old money. The other, a global icon who turns every camera into his spotlight. So buckle up, because what you're about to see, most millionaires will never touch. Welcome to Elite Luxurious Lifestyle, where we peel back the gold-plated curtains and walk you through the private worlds of sports royalty. Today's match? Carl Hooper versus Brian Lara. It's not about cricket stats anymore. It's about who crafted the more powerful empire, who lives the finer life and who mastered the game after the game. If you love rare stories of wealth, style, and untold riches, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because this isn't gossip. This is a guided tour of wealth, legacy, and opulence, and you've got a front row seat. Cricketing roots. Before the gold, there was grit. Carl Hooper, the man who played with elegance, control, and finesse. He wasn't loud, he was legendary. Representing West Indies in 102 tests and 227 ODIs, Hooper was one of the few players to score over 5,000 runs and take over 100 wickets in both formats. But more than that, he was a quiet thinker. Teammates say he studied economics, real estate, and wine during tours. From early on, he didn't just want success, he wanted legacy. Brian Lara was a storm, the Prince of Trinidad. He broke records like they were glass ceilings. A swing of his bat brought stadiums to their feet and sponsors to his door. But while he was demolishing bowlers, Lara was studying luxury. His net worth skyrocketed during his career, but he invested like a billionaire even before he retired. They were rivals once. Now they're architects of personal kingdoms, real estate empires. Let's talk property, because land doesn't lie. Carl Hooper lives in serene sophistication. His primary home, a $7.2 million estate in Adelaide, Australia. Floor-to-ceiling glass, a climate-controlled wine cellar with over 3,000 bottles, and a private lake where he often reads at sunrise. Every detail, from the oak-paneled library to the imported Guyanese marble floors, whispers exclusivity. In 2025, the estate was featured in Architectural Digest Australia as a masterpiece of quiet luxury. But he doesn't stop there. Carl owns a heritage villa in Georgetown, Guyana, fully restored, with ocean views and smart home automation. It doubles as a cultural center and private retreat, and in the Barossa Valley, he's developing boutique wine lodges. Think Napa meets the Caribbean. Brian Lara, on the other hand, builds empires that scream status. His Port of Spain mansion, nearly 25,000 square feet, complete with helipad, aquarium-style infinity pool, 12-car garage, and his private cricket net with motion tracking. But that's just home base. In June 2025, Lara finalized a $10 million acquisition, a Marbella estate once owned by a former Formula One champion. Surrounded by olive groves and boasting panoramic sea views, this palace includes a domed observatory, Roman baths, and a spa wing imported stone by stone from Sicily. He also owns a penthouse in Dubai's Burj Vista with a skydeck jacuzzi, a $5 million beach villa in Tobago, a pied-à-terre in Miami with a retractable glass roof. Lara's homes don't just house him, they proclaim him. Supercar showdown. Hooper drives like a gentleman, Lara drives like a king. Carl Hooper's garage is quiet class. He owns Jaguar F-Type SVR, custom wood-grain interior, Tesla Model S Plaid, environmentally tuned to his vineyard solar grid, Range Rover Vogue autobiography, used for countryside weekends. He also recently added a Lucid Air Sapphire in 2025, the most advanced electric performance sedan on the planet. Only 300 exist globally. Brian Lara, however, roars into view. His 2025 collection includes Ferrari Roma, wrapped in crimson with monogrammed seats, McLaren 720S Spider, tuned by MSO in carbon blue, Lamborghini Urus Performante, Blackout Edition, bulletproof chassis, Aston Martin Valor, limited to 110 units, priced at 1.5 M. Lara was also seen test driving the 2025 Bugatti Tourbillon in Monaco, rumored to be his next purchase. His car collection is reportedly valued at over $12 million, insured globally, and managed by a private curator. Brand power and endorsements. Carl Hooper's endorsements are surgical. In 2025, he is the Oceania face of Chav WC Schaffhausen watches, favoring the Portuguese chronograph line. Terra di Vino, a boutique organic wine exported to Europe. Sotheby's Wine Club. Hooper recently auctioned a private reserve for $280,000. He doesn't flood his face across brands, he curates, making every appearance rare and powerful. Lara is the face of Caribbean excellence. His 2025 endorsements include Rolex Caribbean, limited edition Lara Legacy Daytona launched, Louis Vuitton Men's Cruise Collection, exclusive ambassador, Hublot King Gold, Lara edition released in May 2025, Mount Gay Rum, co-owner of the new signature Lara series, crafted in small batches. Lara's brand is global luxury with Caribbean soul. He's also in talks to become the first Caribbean athlete featured in a Tom Ford fragrance campaign. Business wealth and generational power. Carl Hooper is stealth wealth. He owns 30% stake in Eco Eden Resorts, a carbon-neutral hotel chain in Barbados, St. Lucia, and Antigua. A $5.2 million valuation on his vineyard Hooper & Sons, which has recently won awards in London, 6 Airbnb-style vineyard villas in South Australia, earning over $1 million annually. Private equity in a Caribbean agritech startup focused on sustainable cocoa. Net worth in 2025, estimated at $42 million, but his assets are low profile and rapidly appreciating. Brian Lara is bold money. In 2025, his portfolio includes majority share in Power Play Lounge, a luxury sports bar chain in Trinidad, Miami, and London, multi-million-dollar stake in CrixPay, a Caribbean fintech expanding into Latin America, real estate holdings across the Caribbean, Spain, and Dubai, totaling over $25 million, upcoming entry into private aviation. Lara is co-founding a luxury charter service with former NBA investors. Lara's net worth, over $75 million and climbing. But more than numbers, it's influence. He's on boards in magazines and shaping financial literacy campaigns across the Caribbean. Style, family, and legacy. Carl Hooper wears earth-toned bespoke suits from Savile Row tailors, vintage IWC Portugueser watches, handmade monk strap shoes from Florence, and his signature Guyanese emerald cufflinks, gifted by his wife. His wife, Connie, remains his anchor. They've been together over 2 decades, raising 2 sons in Adelaide. Their weekends, barbecues in the vineyard, charity dinners, old jazz and long talks, no flashing lights, just legacy in motion. Brian Lara is flamboyant finesse. He walks red carpets in Tom Ford tuxedos, Hublot Big Bang Diamond, custom Ghanaian silk robes for black tie Caribbean galas. His daughters, Sydney and Tyla, are social media darlings. Tyla, 18, just signed with a Paris modeling agency. Sydney, 21, is studying sports management in Miami and helping manage Lara's Philanthropic Foundation. And speaking of legacy, Lara's scholarship fund has educated over 700 Caribbean youth. In 2025, he launched Project Power Play, a $10 million mentorship initiative spanning sports, finance, and health. Who truly wins? So who truly wins the lifestyle war? Is it Carl Hooper, the gentleman mogul, who walks softly, lives richly, and builds dynasties from the shadows of his vineyard? Or is it Brian Lara, the electric titan, whose roar is felt across continents, whose every move bends the world of luxury just a little more? Maybe it's not about choosing sides. Maybe the real victory is how 2 legends from the same soil grew 2 empires so different, so powerful, so unforgettable. So tell us below, who reigns supreme, Team Hooper or Team Lara? This is elite luxurious lifestyle, where legends never fade and wealth tells stories the world will never forget. Like, subscribe, share, and join us next week as we unlock another vault of luxury, because here, opulence never sleeps.